On SUN969, it's time for our Red CentreNATS chat, and with me, Jordan Hill. Jordan Hill is a Red CentreNATS entrant and also the Dirt Drags official. I had the pleasure of working with him last year. I've mentioned that a couple of times, and we had a good time out there last year, didn't we?
Well, we did. Morning. Yeah, no, it was a fantastic time out there last year. We had a heap of entrants and a whole heap of good laughs. And the thing I really like about the Dirt Drags is it's not such a serious event. It's not like you go out to Alice Springs Inland Dragway and like that's a great event, but it's really serious out there. Like it's the time, and they are really trying to win against each one another. And the Dirt Drags is more of a grudge event, and it's really come down, hang on to it, and have fun.
Look, we had a good time, and the first day was really hot and windy, and then the next day was quite nice. It was very pleasant
really nice
indeed. It was a cooler day, but that's what you can get at that time of the year. September's an interesting time of the year for the weather, but we all had a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed getting on the microphone and emceeing the event last year. And you're a volunteer.
Yeah,
this is the thing. I didn't know you were actually a volunteer. I thought you might be paid to do it. Or something.
No. I've been volunteering with CentreNATS for a few years now. We were one of the brains trust behind the original four-wheel drive track. Not the first brains trust. One of the local clubs was involved with that, and then we took it over and built that. And then we've had a few ideas late one night, and then took those ideas to Red CentreNATS and said, "Hey, could we do some dirt drag racing?" And the thing I've loved about volunteering with Red CentreNATS is they've taken ideas seriously. It's not an event where you go to them and you say, "Hey, look, I'd like to do something, and I think this would really work." And they go, "Okay, yeah, no worries," and nothing ever happens. They've gone, "Hey, that actually might work," and they've gone away and had to think about it and talked about it logistically and had a serious think on how can we make this happen. And here it is, second year in, we've got dirt drags. The first year we did the 100-metre run.
Yep, and it's extended this year, isn't it? It's
extended this year. MSA was hanging around on the weekends, as you would have seen, and they came and saw us at the end of the weekend, and I said, "So what do you think?" And they said, "Oh man, if you want to run 8th mile, I reckon we could squeeze it." And I said, "Do we want to run 8th mile?" Absolutely. So we now we've got the room, and we're going to run 8th mile with all new timing equipment and potentially, fingers crossed, hopefully a tree. And again, it's only in its infancy. It's only our second year, so we are building that course up. But hopefully we can get it'll be really good for people to be able to go to the Inland Dragway, do an 8th mile run, and then bring themselves and their mates down to the Dirt Drags at a not so serious event, but also do an 8th mile. So you can get comparative times and see what kind of distance you're doing across the two. If that's really what you're into. But really, it's about having fun and getting into it with your mates and just hanging on to it. That burnout car they brought down last year, and that Harley rider that was down there last year too. Geez, did they hang on to those things on the dirt?
Oh, yeah. There's some great times. And then even the electric vehicle got out there. But I must admit, the can-do attitude of Red CentreNATS, I love it. Just the fact that, let's just do it. We're going to do it. And this year, extending the track even more. I mean, it's a real example of build it and they will come.
Yeah, quite literally. And build it and they will bring it. Yeah. There's people that had all sorts of weird and wonderful vehicles. That electric F-150 from that Hunter owned. Yeah. Man, no one could touch that thing. It was wildly quick. You'd think for a heavy car, it wouldn't get off the line like that. But those electric motors,
they're on or they're off, aren't they?
They are. You got a lot of wheel spin at the start, and that was the uniqueness of the dirt drags. Is it's not just punch it. There's a lot of vehicles that interact differently on that surface, and so people are having to tweak with tyre pressures. They were tweaking with their throttle, making sure that they got off the line in a way that the car hooked up, and it didn't just wheel spin to the end of the run. So once he got grip, he was out of there. But some cars could hold him for that first 20 to 30 metres on that 100-metre run, just because he had no grip, just that instant torque. So it's not just about the most powerful vehicle wins on this dirt drags. It's something that's really unique, and it takes a little bit more driver skill around throttle modulation and keeping it straight on the track.
Your beast got out there a few times. You know, when there was a little lull in proceedings, you got out there and did some good times on it too. Tell us about your beast. It's called Shorty with a Q.
Yeah, it was there last year, and it's been around CentreNATS for a few years now, and I love taking it down there. It's less of a full drive, more of a show car nowadays, but I've had it a long time, and look, I'll have it down there, and we'll do a couple of little play runs with it, but I'll have my hands full this year, making sure the event runs smoothly. What
is that car? It's a kind of hybrid, isn't it?
It's an old 80s Patrol, with a BMW motor shoehorned in the front of it. Wow. It's not bad for an 80s garden shed that was built in someone's shed, but it does exactly what I want it to do, and I have a great time with it.
Fantastic. Now we're looking for more volunteers to get involved. How do people get involved, and what what's the commitment? Like in your case, you're fairly much like almost running an event, but you don't have to do all that. You don't have to be heavily involved until the weekend itself, do you?
No. We don't need. You don't have to be involved to the extent that I am, and that's perfectly fine. Volunteering is exactly that. You are volunteering part of your time. We need people to do all sorts of things right across Red CentreNATS, and if you have a particular interest in a particular type of event that you want to get into, then by all means have a chat with CentreNATS, and they're really good about putting you somewhere that might interest you. But you don't have to be there for the whole weekend. If you want to go and enjoy some of the other events, but you have some time free and you want to come in, get behind the curtain and see how things run and help make the event really cool, then by all means let us know. You jump on the Red CentreNATS website, there's a volunteer tab there, fill out some details and someone gets in contact with you pretty quickly. Oh,
that sounds like the way to go. So go to the website, it's redcentrenats.com.au, is it? That's all right.
I'm pretty sure it's a .com.au.
Yeah.
It
is indeed. I've got it here in front of me.
There you go. And you jump on there, do your expression of interest, and then someone gets in contact. And again, look, we don't need you for the whole weekend. If you can't give us that amount of time, we'd love it. But if you can't, that's great. Let us know if you've got a window of time that you can give us. It might be a few hours on one of the days. You can give us some time to help out, and we'd love to have you down there. Everyone down there is really cool. We have a great time. They'll give you a feed, they'll give you drinks, and you just basically relax. I think you get a little merch pack when you sign up, which is great. And look, we really need the assistance, and much like Fink, we all know about the Fink Desert Race. They use that saying around here all the time that without the volunteers, the event wouldn't run.
Absolutely.
And it's while it might not be spread as far as Fink is, it's exactly the same. It's a massive event. We need volunteers to make sure it runs properly and smoothly. And if you're a petrol head and you're like me and you love cars and you're into it and you want to make the event really good and you want to see it get bigger and see it have more event space and have a more complexity to it around the kind of events we can run, then volunteering is the way to get involved and help that happen.
Absolutely. And also we're looking for people to enter their vehicles too, and they can bring them down the dirt drags. I saw anyone could sort of rock down there. You just got to have a little check beforehand, don't you? And then off you go.
Yeah, you don't actually need to have a specific racing vehicle to come down and do dirt drags. That's the uniqueness of the event. We had stock vehicles come down and have a run, and we had some really highly modified vehicles. There are classes, so we are separating them into classes depending on your times.
As well.
Yep, there's bikes. If you've got a dirt bike, it doesn't matter if it's an enduro, a motocross, or you've built it for Fink. You can bring that down. You've got a Harley. You can bring a moped down there for all I care. You can run it. We really don't discriminate. You can bring down whatever you want, run it down the dirt drags. As long as you can get it through scrutineering at CentreNATS and they're happy for you to run it, then we're happy to see it.
Fantastic. Look, the old MG of mine, or it's not that old, but I'd probably started it last year and it'd still be trying to make its way down the track by now. Probably get stuck. But anyway, look, that's the idea. So get involved. You can bring your cars. We want locals involved, both as volunteers, as entrants as well. So get involved. Get to that website. It is redcentrenats.com.au. Thank you so much for joining us today. Mate. Jordan Hill, Red CentreNATS entrant and Dirt Drags official on SUN969.